Hi guys, today we're going to look at how we can use URP Renderer Features to create a silhouette of a character when they're hidden by an obstacle. Okay, so we have a universal render pipeline project that has a scene with a character and some obstacles. We've covered how to create a scene like this in our 3D platformer series, so take a look if you want to know how it was done. Alternatively, if you'd like to access the project files of previous videos to use as a start point, you can do so by supporting us on Patreon. A link to the relevant project files can be found in the description. So, at the moment, when the character moves behind an obstacle, it's completely hidden from view. What we're going to do is use a different material to draw a silhouette of any parts of the character that are hidden. To create this material, we'll click the plus button on the project panel and select Material. We'll name this Silhouette. Then, to give a flat appearance, we'll change the shader type to Universal Render Pipeline, Unlit. We'll set the colour to a light blue. Now we have the material, we need to apply it to the parts of the character that are hidden. To do this, we're going to make use of URP Renderer Features. A renderer feature lets us add extra render passes to a URP renderer and customise their behaviour. Note that this feature is only available in URP projects. If you want to convert an existing project to URP, we have a video showing how to do this. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is remove the rendering of the character completely. To do this, we need to assign the character to a layer. We'll click on the Layers drop-down and then on Edit Layers. We'll then add a new layer called Player. Then we'll click on the character in the hierarchy and assign it to this layer. We'll click Yes to assign all children to this layer. To customise the rendering of the scene, we'll click on the Forward Renderer data in the Assets panel. Then, in the Opaque Layer mask, we'll remove the player layer. You can see that the character is no longer rendered in the scene. Now we can render the character how we want with additional render passes. To do this, we'll click the Add Renderer Feature button and select Render Objects. We're going to use this first render pass to draw the silhouette. We'll change the name to Player Hidden. We'll leave the event as After Rendering Opaques as we want it to be rendered after everything else. Then we'll select Player in the layer mask so that it only affects objects in this layer. Next, we need to assign the override material. We'll set this to the material we created earlier. Every time something is rendered, the depth is stored so that the renderer knows what should be drawn and what should be hidden. We can use this information to make sure the override material is only used for the parts of the character behind an obstacle. To do this, we'll tick the Depth checkbox. Then in the Depth test, we'll select Greater. This is saying that it will apply this material override if the depth is greater than what has already been rendered. We'll also untick the Right Depth checkbox, as we don't want the depth information being overridden by the silhouette. OK, let's press play to try this out. Initially, we can only see the shadow of the character. If we move behind an obstacle though, we can see the blue silhouette. Now we just need to add another render pass to draw the character when not hidden. Let's stop the game and add another renderer feature. We'll call this one Player Visible. For this one, we just need to set the layer mask to Player. Now you see the character has reappeared. Let's press play to try this out. Now any part of the character that is hidden will show as a silhouette. Okay, that covers everything for this video. Hope you found it useful. Please leave any questions or feedback in the comments, and subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss the next one. If you find our channel useful and would like to help support our work, you can find us on Patreon and Ko-fi.com. Thanks guys!